Francisco Fuentes with his poem, Kevin.
I wrote a poem about a childhood friend of mine. Kevin, I remember white walls and long days. A time when we were innocent and life was simpler. When we were the disruptive kids in the class, no seat change could deny it. Laughing and making conversation with anyone who sat near us, we swore to calm down at middle school. Kevin, middle school separated us, a consequence of the public school system. I went to the special school and you were stuck in the neighborhood one. Our friends didn't go inside anymore, nor did they get along. I befriended the school obsessed and you the so-called normal students. I became conscious of your neighborhood, one full of large, grotesque, rectangular brick apartments from which the odor of bad piping invaded the staircase. I had to hold my nose when I walked out of the apartment, but you didn't seem to care. It must have been so normal for you to smell that every morning on your way to school, a comfort I always took for granted. We walked the streets of Skylight together, one of which you so proudly represented, a concept of my hood uncomprehendable to my white suburban mind. Kevin, somehow we end up in the same high school, but instead of taking advantage of an old friend, you look to surround yourself with people that smoke like you. I thought nothing of your drug use, just another high school student's vice, something that would wear off in the future. I worried about your dreams. I tried to motivate you to pay attention in class, but to no avail. You took me with you, stuck in a repetitive circle, trying to prove myself to a group of future dropouts, a circle that changed how I dressed and talked. Kevin, Panama gave me an out. We stopped talking. All that was left of our friendship was an occasional Snapchat. You started showing off your gun in your stories, paired with a comment of violent self-defense. I thought you were just making a statement. I thought you would never use it. Kevin, I thought wrong. I went back home and heard what you had done. Joe told me, a robbery gone bad. Kevin, why'd you do it? Kevin, how did everything lead to this? Was it because of Skylar? A place you were so proud of? A place where the streets were full of violence and drugs that night? A place where, if you were up early enough, you could see addicts squirming near the bushes? A place where gunshots and screams were ignored? A place where police sirens kept everyone awake most nights? Kevin, was it because of your friends? A team of lost children bound in the need of narcotic release? Teenagers who some forgot their families and some who never had a family to forget? Kevin, I didn't know you started robbing. When did it start? Did it start when we separated? When we started hanging out with different people? Did it start when we started high school? When you created your drug habits? Did it start when we decided to break into Joe's house? Maybe this was the beginning of your career as a thief. Did it start because the money your parents gave you wasn't enough? Or was it because they couldn't afford to raise you anymore? Kevin, is it fair? Is it fair that I had the opportunity to go to the special school? Is it fair that I lived in the middle-class neighborhood? Is it fair that I had parents who expected good grades from me? Is it fair that I moved to Panama? And is it fair that I am free, not sitting in a courtroom every morning waiting for my life to be ruined? Thank you.